everybody. Welcome to another episode of CPtechnicraft Live. Today, I'm going to be getting rid of this dual-purpose farm here, bamboo and kelp, as well as repositioning this doorway over here at the base of the stairs. I kind of like the effect that it has. You'll see in a second here, it's not very symmetrical. Right about here is the middle of the stairs, and yeah, I just can't do it anymore. I gotta shift the whole thing over. Plus, there's gonna be something underneath this main area here. I'm not telling you what it is now, but I also am going to have to move this whole thing, and it'll take a little bit of work to keep that water from just flooding out everything, but it won't be too bad. We'll make it happen. That being said, we can tear down the back section of this farm pretty fast without any problems. Like so. Oh, pardon me for 1 second. I gotta move my chat panel around so I can see it. There we go. I mean, this was probably one of the first couple of farms that got built. My partner in crime. Oh, yeah, I want to be careful about doing that just yet. He built this right off. He wanted fuel. And so he made a little kelp farm, and it worked out for quite some time. But then, I don't know if you all saw it, but basically over yonder, beyond, like you can see that little right there in the sky, that's the raid farm. And then on the other side of the mountain from that is my kelp farm, which is larger than this whole system here. So it kind of makes this one not quite so necessary. And bamboo farm is actually right around the corner here. Break the last of these couple blocks here, and then I'll take you for a little ride over there, show you exactly what it looks like and why it kind of makes this one not so necessary. Yeah, that scares me too. I'll just do that. Oh, I've already flooded everything out. Brilliant. I am magical like that. There we go. Alright. Picked up anything floating around. Come here, sword. Whack. Whack. Yes, I know. I should be using my Silk Touch pickaxe to get that glass, but I'm a bum. It got buried when I re-landscaped a little bit, but it still functions. This is my bamboo farm. This entire thing is the bamboo farm. All the way around. And it produced so much, I have chests over here with bamboo filling them. And sugarcane, because I can just as easily swap out the bamboo for sugarcane and walk away and come back a little while later if I'm messing around in the upper areas, and boom. But for now, what I got is I got it making bone meal. This is a bamboo. So at any point in time, I can change that out. I've had it, when I first set it up, I think I actually had it like 50-50 bamboo and sugarcane. Alright. Going to grab that guy, stick him over here. Then I go after glass. And we'll come over here, shovel. Interesting. Do I have... I'm such a goofball. I set all of my shelter boxes back in the room up here. So, oh, I see. Are any of them empty yet? You're empty. stop flow. Take you. I'll just put you right there, why not? And you can go in there. And I don't need any of this stuff in my actual inventory right now, so I'll just send it all in there for the moment. Since I'm right there. Oh, did anybody catch that? I forgot to turn it back on. And I'm going to want it to be relatively empty when I finish this task, although I don't think it's going to be that much that I'm putting in there. It always bothered me. I'd come out of here, or I'd flying in from somewhere else. I'd come in, I'd have to swoop around to try and avoid slamming into something over here. Oh, I hope Cat's not in draft. Oh, Man's in there first. That's where all that stuff I wondered. I don't know. I get a certain amount of excitement. I don't know if that's quite the right word, but I enjoy the fact that I get to remodel and redo things that were initially done that were so valuable. Because the bamboo for scaffolding was just amazing in the beginning. Because he went on a long adventure while I was busy, doing what CPtechnicrafts do. He was busy going out and exploring, and he came across all the good fun stuff before I did. Because he's more adventurous in that sense, I suppose. But he's no longer around. He's too busy spending time, real lifing it up and stuff. Shame on him. But seriously, it's just time. I put a lot of work into the base, the walls, and everything. I mean, they're not done, but they're built. But there's nothing really behind them except for up in the very, very top portion. There's the tour guide bus. But it's kind of fun to come through and dive into this watery nightmare. Interesting. Oh, of course. Huh. And there it is. Now let me run around front and verify that I actually got rid of it all. Yes, bamboo is essential. I don't know if you caught it. The bamboo farm that's actually here. This guy is my automatic bamboo farm. And I set it up a little differently. A lot of people have it set up that observers will see the growth of the bamboo and trigger. I set mine up on a photocell timer, basically. So what happens is 2 or 3 times a day, these things will just automatically trigger using the photocells, and it'll just knock off whatever's up there. I think it's a tad bit more efficient that way, since it actually doesn't cost anything to power it with redstone like that. I figured, what the heck? That's why I don't need that. And then I got my kelp farm, like I mentioned, it's on the other side over there, on the other side of the mountain from the raid farm. Forgot about pistons and their silly interactions. Pushed all that dirt and glass out of the way. How dare those pistons? Oh wow, I wish weather in the state of Ohio works like this did. It suddenly just instantly became sunny. But instead, here in Ohio, we've got the unique ability to have and experience every season that the year has to offer all in one afternoon. Ohio is a very weird state like that. I'm sure there's, probably other states somewhere that are similar, but we like to joke around in Ohio that, if you want to see winter, just wait for a little bit, you'll see it. I wanted to get this out of the way because I want to be able to stand back while I'm looking at things to make sure that I don't want to adjust things a little differently. Oh, of course. And now it's going to be nighttime. I have so much good luck like that. Yeah, I can't remember where I picked that photo cell idea up. It was not my original idea. I just can't remember who it was because I do spend a lot of time exploring YouTube. You know, when I get bored or say I'm away from home or you know we're out with a family on a road trip or something, I will pop in YouTube and basically just see what I can see, learn what I can learn because I see videos from people I've never heard of, and I'm like, well, let me see what they got to say. And then sometimes I'm like, ah, that's nothing. That's just gibberish. And then there's other times where I'm like, oh, if that works, oh man, it's a game changer. Um, so yeah, let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull out the axe just because I know if Kat comes on here and she sees me killing boxes without but using my pickaxe, she'll be terrified and horrified. Um, yeah, I mean, if you do it manually, I'll give you a real good look at how that photo cell on top is set up, and maybe I'll post a picture or two over on the Twitter or X or I don't know whatever it's called these days. That place that people used to formerly tweet on, because I am not the biggest fan of I don't know what would you call it secrecy, privacy in the game. I would rather never have something that's just an exclusive of mine that nobody knows how to do it than I would be about people finding use in things I'm doing and further enjoying their gameplay. So I have no problem showing you how or what I did or why I did it. Yeah, I don't even know if that one's empty because I put it in there sideways. Oh, but you're empty. Now let's just hope. Okay, good. I was worried that it gets too close. I have to track it down. Clear all this stuff out of here real fast. Yeah, I've used pickaxe. I'll just use my bare hands, but some people just it hurts them to see me do that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know what I just did there. Whoa. Yeah. Hi. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Hold on. That was a mistake I did make. Since I don't have any intentions of flying anywhere, I would like a little more protection. Daggone it. Yeah, go ahead. Hit me all you want. I'd say I'm not scared. That would be a tad lie. But I'm definitely more afraid of falling into lava than I am of those guys. No. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to stick you down here anyways and just grab a couple of new ones from over here because I'm obviously going to need a couple. And then, oh, my heavens. So maybe there was a lot more. I think I have not been attending to that farm, but like I said, it wasn't my farm initially. And when I think about it, I'd stop by and I'd clear out the chests so that that they could still perform. But that was about it. I really didn't use the farm too much. Hey, cat. Lurking. I didn't even know that term until just a few weeks ago. I always think it had negative connotations associated with it. Alright, let me move this down here. And okay, silk touch. Break that. I'll leave that for now. Almost did it. Actually, I think I should leave that out here. I'll just stick them right there for now. Okay. So now that that farm is clear out of the way. And of course my doorway is a little awkward there, but that's alright. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now you can see really clearly why that doorway needs to be redesigned. It's just, to me, that's using a pickaxe to break a chest. That's what that is. So now I'm going to put down another ender chest right over here. And I'm not sure if that's the one I'm looking for or not. Okay, I can use the brick stairs and I can use the brick. Other than that, I need, yep, tile, stairs, yeah. You see what's down below? Alright. I mean, I could have probably done that without worrying about... Oh, no, wrong one. Dope. That one, there we go. And those are gotta come up. That's where it's going to move to. Now let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. That's 5. Boy, that just makes it an even nonsensical crazy for me. Did not realize that. I thought when I first looked at it that I thought it was an even number. That means I'm going to change the doorway in the middle to just be 1. I'm actually tearing down this doorway here in order to move the whole thing over a bit and kind of center up the main entryway there, because it was, you know, as you saw, it was a little off. Quit beeping at me. Because it was bugging me. That was not what I meant to do. That's what I wanted to do. Put you in there. Throw all of that stuff out of the way there. Yeah, I mean, I've been looking at it. It was initially, this was my buddy Ninja's, I guess, like home. This is his little base, and he hasn't been around in, oh wow, probably a good 8 months now, 9 months. And I talked to him the other day. He says he's not sure when he's going to be getting back around to anything after he moved. So I let him know, well, I'm doing a facelift to the whole thing, and all your stuff is just going to get incorporated into the fold with everything else. It's all going to be, community at this point. Like, not to be a jerk, but it's just sitting around. All right, now stairs, brick stairs, and that is not the kind of stairs that I wanted. No, I don't want you upside down. I want you like that. Eh. No, you're going to be there. And if I just do 2 of those, how in the world? I wasn't that crafty of him. I'm surprised I didn't notice that before. I'm going to put a brick there instead. That's what I did. I put them in here, didn't I? No. Are they in the other one? I know I had brick. Oh, I probably sent them into the system too, didn't I? Or it's in one of those over there. Maybe. No. Alright, well, there's no door on his place over here. Let me go peek. Nope. There's no brick over here. Sure isn't. Nothing miscellaneous. Wait, what? Get out of town. I mean, it's not a lot, but there was some right there. Should have snagged this stuff up earlier. Well, gonna have to go inside and try to find some brick. Hopefully that doesn't put a kibosh in my routine. Oh, there's 2. Oh, yippee! That's more than what I had, but you're still not feeling up to streaming. Now the question is do I have any bricks up here? I don't even remember. I made these rooms so fast and just put stuff in here so random that this is those moments where I'm like, I should have paid a little bit more attention and designed it out, but I started with one room with just a little bit less than that in it to 2 rooms plus. This one, yeah, this is the other. I don't see any bricks. I know I've got a ton of clay, but I don't know if I have any bricks, but the overflow might know that, and maybe I'll get lucky. Definitely not that lucky. Yeah, let's go on an adventure. Take a look. No brick. No brick. Nope. Nope. That's one chest. Ooh, 2 more. I'll take them. Wait a minute, why are you like that? And you like that? Random diamonds much? Okay, so I got 4 brick. I'll deal with that. I probably won't need much more than that, at least not initially. And if I do, I'll just steal them out of the ground and eventually get up here and make some more. I just don't feel like taking the time to do that. You see how I like to incorporate the fact that I love falling into how my elevators and how I get around? I mean, normally I'll just fall off of stuff. If it's any less than, like, I don't know, 15 blocks or so, I'll just jump. It's probably not the best for my overall longevity, but you know. I've been told I'm a guy. It's expected. I suppose I'm gonna have to make that one match it too, huh? Okay. There. Now, I know I probably didn't need to put those stairs there because they're probably gonna link up with something else. There. The entryway is opened up. Kind of trying to think. It screwed me up when I realized it was an odd number over there across here because I wanted to make it the 2 wide doorway, but now I'm thinking I'm gonna have to make it a 1 wide doorway just because. No, didn't want that one there, but it's there now. That's the door. And I'm positive I don't have any deep slate tile half slabs. Pretty sure that is something I don't have. Let's see. I'm just gonna take a couple of these guys. Why not, right? This is going to give me absolutely no choice. I can already tell. No choice but to make some clay brick or some bricks. But I can get the doorway set up and in place. Yeah. No, I wanted you to go there. Kind of plain looking doorway. Now I'm gonna put an iron door on that. I guess I do need you right there. I am just not having luck with my placements over here. Has anybody noticed that? Break you first. I am just epic failing right now. It's amazing. There we go. Okay, that was the one I wanted. And that is probably why he used that. Alright, well, I'll put it right there for now. There's all the little miscellaneous spots. I'm not entirely excited about that doorway just yet. But I'll deal with that in another time. Oh, I didn't realize I had a few in there already. And put these, I'm just going to fill in everything with dirt for now. And then deal with the brick and stuff later. That way I'm not tripping over it all. Alright, you guys want to have fun? Let's go have some fun. Let me go find some of my buddies. I love doing that. Yeah, keep hitting me in the back. I'll bring you over to some friends of mine. Say hello to my little friends. I don't know, I feel insulted. Yeah, they do get accented pretty well by that deep slate. That was the Ninja's original ideas. I thought it was kind of cool, so I just kept going with it. I am on a server on a PC. Oh, knocked my own torch down. But no, let's make it even with that one. Yeah, because it was a couple of us initially. Like my partner Ninja Ace had a change of life event, and it didn't, I guess, didn't make him not play anymore. He just put playing off to the side to take care of life. You know, that darn pesky life thing. And he just kind of hasn't come back. It's who said surrounding yourselves with iron golems is not the way to go? If it wasn't for iron golems, I'd have been dead even more often. Phantoms would get me like that. I should have stayed over there. I was gonna say I was insulted. I thought there was only one up there. I just watched one die. There's the second one. Normally I got 5 over my head beating me up. Looking over there at that, I feel like that's a really good place for like a 3x3 redstone type of door. Maybe a 3x2. I don't know. I have to think about that. But I got to, I don't know if I want to rebuild the front of this building now to sync it up and line it up, you know, the front doors, because the front doors are right here. As you can see from the way the building's built, it was kind of designed with the doors being here. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just change that main entryway a little bit. Maybe I'll put a little fountain or something in the middle of it. Who knows? And, you know, every once in a while I just change things up because I'm just difficult like that. How much you want to bet? I'm going to go upstairs after this thing is done unloading, and I'm going to find another 4 or 5 items that I can um, make more units out of. That's what this one's killing me. It really is, because I can't see in it. I put it in sideways like that. Do I have any empty ones left? No. But that belongs there. And that can just go there. Yeah, agreed. As I said, you'll know when I'm going to be outside building, because I'll swap my elytra out right there for my chest plate. As long as I know I'm not going to fly anywhere, because once I swap that out, and for those who didn't see yesterday's episode, while I was gathering up stuff out of that little base there underneath that front doorway that I was rebuilding, I somehow screwed up and clicked on a set of boots that had the cursive binding, and I just haven't, you know, rectified that situation yet. Fortunately, I didn't lose the other boots. I thought I did at first. I thought I may have put them in the furnace, and then I was like, man, I don't know. I've never put netherite or diamond in the furnace before. I imagine the diamond maybe doesn't do anything. It just sits there and locks up the furnace, but I don't know about netherite. Man, that would have made me cry if I'd have thrown my boots in a furnace and smelted them down for a single diamond or some goofy stuff like that. I would have cried. I hate I absolutely hate phantoms in the earlier game. Um, I'm going to swap this out and go for a little flight here, because I do things to protect myself, I guess, at nighttime besides sleeping, because I very rarely sleep in the game to make it go from day to night. If I'm getting annoyed outside, I'll just find something to do inside. Um, whoop, yep. Yeah, that's not enough. That'll work. Um, yeah, I very rarely do any work outside when I'm in the early game, except for during the day. I'll put you guys back in here so I don't forget. That's not there. This is my villager breeder. And when I know I'm going to be outside and just AFK like I was waiting for these guys, I make a little place like this. Do do do. Come and get me. Because I don't want to get caught outside like that. Hi guys. Are there any dimwits in there? I think I came through and got them all the last time. Yes, I got lazy and I made an automatic feeder for them too. All I gotta do is fill it up with food. As soon as I put food in that chest, it'll start spitting them out at them, and they'll get them all and they'll eat it. And the next thing you know, they'll breed. And I think I got some available beds. Do I have any? Oh, and I have some bread. Look at that. I don't know what supposedly is the best food for the villagers, but I know I've had better luck at getting them to breed by giving them bread. I don't know if that's just anecdotal or it's actually a thing, but they appear to do their thing better when there's bread. And yes, I did place those beds there because I like to jump and I got sick of getting damaged every time. I don't know if they're... Yep, there they go. You should see the baby popping out. I played Heck for a while. It was right before I was really streaming. I don't know. I think I actually streamed a couple episodes, to be honest, and showed. Yep, there he is. And showed all the frustration I was having getting this thing to actually reliably work at first. And then when I finally got it to work, I had put down so many beds over here that I had so many villagers that they couldn't even move. I'd send a cart out, and the cart would get jammed up on the villagers and couldn't actually push through very easy. It would eventually get there, but yeah, it was bad. And then I realized I couldn't do anything about nitwits. I couldn't tell sometimes if there was a juvenile in there. It was it was crazy. Sometimes going overboard and going really big is just not the right answer. Uh, I don't see Ninja had all that. He had the case of or chests full of different armors and stuff like that. And somewhere in the process of taking it all out of those boxes so I could tear all the boxes down and throw everything through the sorting system, I didn't even see that piece. I noticed when I thought I had my chest plate on, I'm like, okay, well, why am I not at full armor then? And I looked through and I'm like, oh, I've got some iron boots on. I wonder when I made that mistake and swapped them out. And then I looked and saw it was Curse of Binding. I was like, oh, that dirty rat. He left those things in there as, I don't know. I've never had anything with Curse of Binding on it. I wasn't even sure how it worked. I still don't know for sure. The cat told me that they stay on you till you're dead or something. But it was kind of one of those. Okay, apparently I pranked myself. Yeah, that happened on yesterday's stream too. I think it was yesterday or the day before. At least I noticed it yesterday. Yeah, as you can see, all the little ones run around, and the village breeder works great now. I figured I'd breed some more up because I'm going to be doing the or until they break. Okay. So in other words, I could. Yeah, I'd probably just kill myself in game. Let me make that clear. My avatar in the game, um, because it just seems simpler to me. Plus, I mean, all I gotta do is just about anything, and I'm guaranteed I'll probably fall off of it and die anyways. Self pranking is author. Oh my goodness. I think the first self prank I pulled on myself, I had mentioned yesterday about a cow farm. I had made a cow farm. Yeah, I'm going to go up for a second here and show you guys before I talk about the cow farm. That is, my goal is to make this tower here tall enough to cover all the way up above that mob farm. I haven't actually even gone up there and done anything with it in a while. It still sends stuff down periodically, but um, I I don't even know if it's been re-enabled or not. To be honest with you, I had a problem where um, I'd leave the area and I'd come back, and the trident killer would stop. And when the trident killer stopped, witches would get in there, and apparently between witches, skeletons, creepers, and the like, they would have little wars up there and they would blow the whole darn thing apart. And that drove me absolutely nuts. So I went up and I had knocked a couple blocks out and I blocked off their ability to come down um, that chute and blow up everything. And I didn't want to lose my trident and have to rebuild the trident killer every single time I wanted to use it. Um, And I don't think I ever undid it because now that you mention it, I don't recall seeing a single item come out of that thing. And I spent a lot of time here. But I'm not worried about it. I don't need anything from there. And the boxes in there for things like gunpowder and what have you and bone are ridiculous. And up top there, there's chests and chests full of bow and arrows and stuff like that, which I do need them because I make dispensers and stuff like that all the time. But I have not exhausted the extensive supply of them that I got back in the early days of building that farm because that was my first farm. He was building like the kelp farm and the bamboo farm and actual food farms and stuff like that for us. I was building the mob farm mostly for experience early game, but we knew we were going to use it and need it. 12 netherite pigs. Yeah. I don't, I'm not overly concerned about the levels anymore. I mean, I will be. So yeah, that was like the curse of binding couldn't have come at the worst time. Like the word curse just fits it so great right now because I'm getting ready to on that floor right there make a villager trading hall. And yeah, I don't want to do anything that's going to cause me to have to waste time. I guess I don't know. I only have like gosh, I only think I have one, maybe two netherite pickaxes. Once I got them, I put I put mending on them, and then that gold farm over there. I spent a lot of time building and testing and running that thing, and it takes me no time with that thing to get 100 levels of experience. I mean, I could within half an hour, 45 minutes of running it, I'll have more experience than I'll need for most projects at this point in the game. Earlier on in the game, I needed the heck out of that thing. But at this point, I use mostly the gold farm for my quick EXP and mending repairs and stuff. Huh. So you just made it indestructible so you could just go in and play. Yeah, man, that is pretty much it. Like I've been using the same Silk Touch. I haven't even had to repair it because I only use it for the purpose of actually, something like when I'm taking apart my beacons or I need to save glass or, a couple of different things, my ender chests. That's about all I ever use it for. And it's lasted a long time. It's still probably half or a little more durability left on it. And then with mending and, good EXP farm, it's like I don't need to focus on it too much. But I will at some point here because I know I need to make another set of gear. I need to make at least a helmet because you know it. I don't know how I broke the last one. I just know I happened to look down at one of my pieces of equipment. I think it was my shovel, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm about to lose the shovel if I don't go repair it." And I opened up my inventory for some reason, and I looked over and I realized I didn't even have a helmet on anymore, and everything else was almost broken. I can almost guarantee you it was from falling constantly at some point. At some point, I am just bad at it. I fall. That's why when I saw that not only was it iron, it's got unbreaking and mending, so the mending part I guess would be nice if it didn't have cursive binding, but it doesn't have feather falling, and that makes me cry. So I will rectify that at some point, I promise. Um, yeah, about that. That's just another one of those, my long list of things to do is I started doing that, enchanting and putting them in boxes. And then I ended up with a lot of chests full. I think I cleared out that one, yeah. And then I started going through the books and combining like, uh, Unbreaking 1 with Unbreaking 1 to make an Unbreaking 2 and what have you. But after a while, I just got annoyed with it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go do something else. And I know it's going to get even worse once I make the Villager Trading Hall, because of course I'm not going to settle for the first trade, that has a looting 3 on it. It's going to have to be a nice and cheap looting 3, because I'm a cheap wad like that. And a couple of pistons and a profession block, sending back and forth makes that process a whole lot faster. I don't know if you've ever seen that done, but it's fun. Right now, no. I'm alone. I've been abandoned. Are you saying that you wanted to come over to the dark side? No, that's why I've been waiting for certain events to take place so that I have another place to go and be with the human beings. Oh yeah? Yeah, mostly I have two. I mean, I had my own worlds in the very beginning when I first started playing, and I had, it was all offline. I think it was on my original Xbox 360 way back, when that was still the way to do things. And then I had my nephew. He was on with me when I got like my set up my first realm, and my buddy Ninja Ace. I worked with him, and his wife would play. So at one time, I think it was like 4 or 5 of us that played for years together. And then, my nephew moved out to Seattle, and he just moved on with his life, so he was gone. And then about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months ago, Ninja and his wife separated, and he moved out, and I haven't really seen him since then. And I'm all alone. And then a good group of people came by, so I don't feel so lonely anymore. And SFW, my goodness. Oh, yeah, I am extremely excited for that. It's been a while. Like, I'll still come over here and do my thing on this server, but I am definitely looking forward to the team collaboration efforts. And as you've all seen, not only do I like to build stuff and do this, but I can also just dig holes for days on end too. I have an amazing endurance like that, I guess you could say. But I think it's going to be a blast. I think season 2 will be fun for all of us. Let's see. I think that's about it. I don't have a whole lot of time left before the wife gets home, and she's got plans, which means that I'm on solo baby duty. I said duty. So I guess with that being said, I will call it a day, and I will talk to all of you later, or we'll see you on your streams if you get in the mood. Otherwise, have a great day, everybody, and I will see you again.